Alright, I'll try to make this quick. Today is March 25th, 2018. It's been a while since I did a video, and looks like my battery's about to die. But anyways, as you can see, I have the rear axle housing partially assembled. I'm in the process of putting the driver's side axle back in. The axle housing sandblasted and I had an epoxy primer put on there. I'm just gonna leave it like that, and but I sanded and painted the backing plates. Anyways, let's go back to the car. As you can see, there's the rear end. It's been put back together, but the rear needs to be repainted. It needs to be painted in black trim. So it's been cold. It's just starting now. It's now spring, but it's been cold and I haven't been able to work on the car. What I've been working on was this dash. I've sanded it, as you can see, painted it, had dust particles on there, so I sanded it, painted it again, had other dust particles in different sections, so sanded it, painted it. It had bubbles on the paint. I was painting too close. Sanded it again, and then I painted the driver's side and it got bubbles again, so sanded it. So I don't know how many times that's been sanded and painted, but that's where I'm at. It's been sanded. I'm gonna vacuum it, clean it up, and then hopefully, crossing my fingers, I am gonna paint it one more time. It'll be perfect, and no dust, no air bubbles, whatnot, and I'll be done with this. And that way I can start putting the interior back together. But that's where it sits. I have a pair of front struts that I've got from a junkyard. Sent those out to T3 Techno Toy Tuning. So waiting for those to get back. That way the front end will have the T3 adjustable front struts, and the back end I'm gonna go with I believe Ibach has the correct size coil springs, so that I'm just gonna lower it with coil springs. But that's where the car sits right now, and hopefully get to paint it one last time and be done with it. Sorry, paint this one last time, be done with it, start putting the interior back together. Anyways, like I said, it's March 25th. It's probably about 8:10. Yeah, about 8:10 at night. I'm gonna keep going on the rear axle housing, put that back together. I don't have a light. Hold on. I don't have a light, but oh, let's try this. Give me 1 second here. Boom. I've got the four link bars sanded and painted as well. So I get the rear axle housing done. I can start putting this back on the the rear end back on the car. There's the factory coil spring. This is the front engine undercover, but there's the coil springs, and like I said, I believe Ibach has the correct springs available through Summit. But yeah, I'm gonna gonna get that done, and that should be, so lowering springs in the back, new shocks, and that should be it for the rear end on this thing. Pretty simple setup, and yeah. Alright, like I said, there's the 4 links. That's a big mess in the back here, but yeah, starting to get the rear end back together, and hopefully turn the car around in the garage. And oh yeah, I don't know if you've seen this before. So this is where your life choices have led. Thank you, Haggerty Conquers the Lemons, for the wonderful sign. But yeah, there she blows. Alright, have a good night.